Chapter 9, Mishnah 5. The final Mishnah of Nazir discusses whether the prophet Samuel was a Nazir. Samuel was a Nazir, and if someone says, I will be like Samuel, he becomes a Nazir. This is according to Rabbi Nehorai. How do we know that Samuel was a Nazir? Because it states in the verse in which Samuel's mother, Hannah, prayed for a son in Samuel 1, chapter 1, verse 11, that she vowed to God, and a morah will not come upon his head. Now, it states about Samson in Judges chapter 13, verse 5, and a morah will not come upon his head. And it states about Samuel, and a morah will not come upon his head. Just as the word morah that was said about Samson means razor, and the verse means that no razor would be allowed to come upon his head to cut his hair because Samson would be a Nazir. So too the word morah that was said about Samuel means the razor. And this verse also means that Samuel would be a Nazir whose hair could never be cut. Rabbi Nahari's interpretation of the word morah in the verse about Samuel is disputed. Rabbi Yossi says, but does the word morah in Hannah's prayer for Samuel not refer to the morah, fear of flesh and blood? Hannah was praying that no person should have the power over Samuel to cause Samuel to be afraid of him. Thus the verse means, and no fear should come upon his head. She never said that he would be a Nazir. Rabbi Nahar responds, Rabbi Nahar said to him, but does it not already state in Samuel 1, chapter 16, verse 2? And Samuel said, how can I go to anoint David as king? If Saul hears about it, he will kill me. This shows that the fear of flesh and blood was upon Samuel because he was afraid of King Saul. Thus, Hannah could not have been speaking of fear. Rather, she must have meant that a razor would not come over Samuel's head because he would be a Nazir.